No deal. No deal.
No deal.
No deal.
No deal.
No deal.
No f***ing deal.
No deal.
No deal.
No deal.
No deal.
For most, I don't encourage stealing.
When they said, Akim, let's deal, I have to follow them.
Okay, another thing that I find very interesting, I wouldn't say very interesting, I think it's bad for the sport, right? So, if you don't deal, right, some teams have even been banned from participating in tournaments. Just now you asked me, what are the repercussions? Yes, you get whacked in the court, but one of the other things that has happened is that you get banned from tournaments. And of course, this is a specific set of people that have been banned is the foreigners who play in the tournaments that we play. So last time, I think it's quite a number of years ago, there was no such thing as no foreigner rule in the tournaments that we play, because at the end they also are not professionals. They should be able to participate in the games that we're playing, and if they're better than us, they should win the cash prize. But at one point, I think it was a set of foreigners that were from, I think, either Dani, SS5, some Leonese boys as well. They were dominating the one-day tournament scenes. And the good thing about this team is that they didn't deal. Because, in my opinion, they didn't deal because they know they didn't need to. But after a certain point of them dominating the scene, going week in, week out, a lot of teams, I would say managers, some coaches, decided to boycott tournaments until they didn't allow foreigners to play, because it's an unfair advantage.
When I start futsal, I don't want to. For me, my team is very good. We don't deal. We don't deal. They kick us, they fight. We don't care. But now, bro, if I don't play with my team, I play with another team. Some of my players, they even deal with the opponent, which I don't know because they speak Malay. I can only understand little bit.
Yeah.
So when they deal, I don't know. Then I just see my player keep working, and then we lose.
Yeah.
So I don't have any choice. I have to. When they said, Akim, let's deal, I have to follow them.
Because you're playing for their team.
Because I'm the only foreigner in their team, so they want to deal with their friends, so I don't have option.
Well, first and foremost, I don't encourage stealing.
Okay.
Because I believe that dealing will actually bring down the standard of futsal. Because once the boys start to deal, they're just going for the money's sake, and rather than for the name and the pride of your standard of play, and things like that.
Okay. So, who do you think is responsible for this culture?
I suppose it must probably are the players lah. They themselves wants the money, they just go for it basically.
Yeah.
I think everybody has their role to play. It starts definitely from the managers and from the players themselves. The mindset has to be right. I think even organizers, referees, all the other particular parties will also have a role to play. Like for example would be the managers. They have to ensure that the player actually play with passion and actually to finish the tournament rather than just one. Even referees, organizers, they all want to take maybe a shortcut, I would say, to finish the thing early, and everyone can go home early.
Last time, when you used to play, like SS5,
Dani.
right? They had all foreigners
We
in
play
one
with
team.
passion. We
right?
play with passion then. But now I think most of the Liga Arab now, some of the small boys, they just want to come and just maybe they got 50 ringgit, 20 ringgit, they are okay. So they just want to go back home. They don't want to come, lose and go back home.
Empty-handed.
Before we lose, we get angry. We don't talk to each other teammate as teammate. But now, even though they lose, they keep smiling.
50 ringgit.
50, 100, they are okay, bro. So for me, I'm not okay today.
Yeah. So do you think that this has affected the level of the sport?
Yeah, I think definitely it has affected because people, like we said, people don't play with passion when it comes down to this, and people just waiting to actually bring home the money. The money is the only thing that matters.
Yeah.
So I think it definitely will affect, and overall it will affect the sports itself, especially when it comes to the higher level.
Well, as far as the organizers are concerned, many of them don't bother much about it.
Okay. Should they be bothered?
Should they should, by right.
Okay.
You know? I mean, for us, we try to organize something that we do not allow dealing.
Yes.
You know, and I would try to stop the dealing as far as I can.
I think organizers should find ways to actually curb these particular issues. I would think one of the ways is organizers should actually ensure that they play right up to the finals and actually complete the tournament, I would say.
So, for example, let's say a team decides to deal in the semis and play penalties or something like that, right? What do you think the organizers should do? Should he just call off the tournament?
So I would say the organizers would definitely have to ensure, like for example, some of the tournaments that we do, we want to ensure that okay, the semi-finals and finals to play at the FIFA court, for example, because maybe one of the reasoning is we are going to do live. So this is one of the ways that we actually can ensure, or probably ensure that no penalties only just take place, but to actually complete the tournament. So this is maybe one of the ways, and I think organizers should think many other ways to actually try their best. I wouldn't say guarantee, but try their best to ensure that the tournament goes right up to the end.
We won't know sometimes, but the way you see the teams play, we can tell that they are dealing or not.
Yeah.
So once they do that, then we will stop the play and tell them. That's what we try to do. The last time what we did was during our event, we told the teams there should be no dealing or whatsoever.
Okay.
And many of them cooperated in that sense.
Okay. But let's say if they suddenly they say they agree to your rules.
Well, we have to it's not easy, but we probably will have to discuss this with the referees and so on to stop this culture.
So it's a collective effort.
It's a collective effort.
But it has to come from the culture that needs to be stopped.
Yeah, but it's not easy though.
I think from myself and ROF, I think we have a solution. I think so, but we would like to keep it behind the scene, and we would want to actually try to see if this particular way or solution works, and let's see how it goes. Maybe in the upcoming months, maybe we can try it out.
For me, I don't like this. I don't want. Even though they come to me, I don't want. People know me 2013, 14, MBC versus 5. Bro, they are very good. But I don't care if I lose. I go back home next week, I'm going to win. If I lose today, I'm going to win next week. But now, they already spoil everything, bro.
It's labeled as an underground sport because we behave this way. So I'm not going to say that I'm completely innocent in all of this. When I first started playing, I realized that this was already happening and it was normal to share the prize money. I was new to the sport and not really a, I would say, confrontational person. So when I'm playing for another person's team, then if they do, then I just, okay lah, I either I sit out from the game or just play along, and then, but it never sat well with me that this was happening. But again, to go against the entire system, at that point in time, I didn't think I was up for it, and I didn't really want any backlash towards me lah.
Setakat ni apa yang saya tahu sebagai seorang referee, dealing ni tiada kuasa bagi referee untuk menghalang. Tapi dealing ni lah yang selalunya akan merosakkan tournament-tournament yang ada di Lembah Kelang. Sebab daripada dealing ni, permainan daripada awalan kumpulan sampai ke peringkat akhir ataupun suku akhir, bermain bersungguh-sungguh dan bermatian-matian. Tapi apabila sampai satu peringkat yang kalah mati, mereka dah mula cuba untuk
Deal
proses diri. Itu yang saya tahu lah.
Okay. So kalau pendapat Pak Ya, like macam mana dia akan affect liga, tournament dan futsal lah overall?
Sebab Lembah Kelang ni terlalu banyak futsal tournament. Jadi dia akan pilih mana tournament-tournament yang ada kelemahan, ada kebaikan dan ada kekurangan di dalam tournament tu daripada segi penganjuran. So bila penganjuran tu lemah, maka dia ni akan berlaku lah.
So apakah yang Pak Ya rasa efek dealing pada futsal?
Efek dealing pada futsal ni, dia akan mencemarkan nama baik futsal yang kita tahu adalah satu permainan yang bersih dan penuh dengan skill. So bila ada dealing ni, benda tu tak wujud lah, tak jadi.
Faham? So kalau untuk Pak Ya rasa dia akan rosakkan level futsal kita lah.
Kalau daripada seni, rosak lah. Kalau daripada segi penyertaan pun rosak. Banyak kerosakan daripada kebaikan lah, daripada tournament-tournament yang ada deal di hujung ni.
Okay. So kalau Pak Ya rasa macam mana cara nak baikkan benda ni?
Untuk menambah baikkan, untuk memulihkan keadaan, sesuatu yang harus dibuat dengan drastik adalah penganjuran. Penganjuran mesti ketat daripada segi pendaftaran dan daripada segi peringkat akhir. Pihak penganjur kena harus teliti dengan keadaan semasa supaya tidak terlepas pandang dalam keadaan ke hujungnya ada deal dalam kedua nanti.
Okay. So Pak Ya punya experience dalam diri ni yang paling teruk Pak Ya pernah experience yang macam mana?
Kalau nak ikutkan teruk, semua teruk. Cuma kita nak tengok deal tu dia punya tahap mana. Sama ada tahap tu lebih tinggi nilai wang dia ataupun lebih rendah wang dia. Biasanya lagi tinggi peringkat kumpulan mereka dah deal, tak perlu tunggu kalah mati round 16 atau round kedua.
So round 32
dah deal dah. Itu yang paling teruk yang pernah jumpa lah.
Okay. So untuk Pak Ya rasanya the only way to improve this is organizer lah kan?
Ya. Untuk improve it, untuk semua kebaikan futsal masa akan datang, penganjuran kena tegas. Tak boleh ambil mudah dan terlepas pandang dan just for orang kata tu buat je tapi tak tahu apa efek kemudian.
Yalah, patutnya organizer buat rule ketat.
Ya.
Dan kalau tim tak nak ikut tu, you kena blacklist lah tim tu kan.
Daripada awalannya, daripada penyertaan ataupun daripada format untuk regulation tu mesti ada. Mesti ada mengatakan okey ini tak boleh, ini tak boleh, tak boleh. Baca format tu bila pengurus-pengurus pasukan tanda tangan borang pendaftaran tu, maknanya dia dah tahu ada benda yang akan jadi sekiranya benda ni berlaku di hujung peringkat akhir itu.
Now that I'm in the line of futsal in terms of education development of the entire sport, like if I'm not going to do it, I don't think many people would, and it just takes one person to just bring it up lah, because I do think that there are a lot of people who want to voice it out but maybe they don't have the platform, and if I do, it will be very irresponsible of me not to do this lah.
We play, we want to die inside the court, but now deal we just smile inside the field, bro. Okay, because I already get 50 ringgit, right? I did. So you just smile inside, you lose, you win, you don't care, bro.
check it, check it, check it, check it, check it, check it.